Welcome to the brightest and classiest place on earth. I just cleaned my bong. This shit is so wet. You, good morning. What a fun day we've had so far. I'm gonna open Discord and I'm gonna preload a bunch of, oh. Or Discord will just take a shit on my face. Cool. At least it's not just me, right? There's the pros. Free everyone who's in prison for weed. Dude, amen on that, Rod. Fucking A, dude. Cheers. Dude, it's no one's fault. It's Discord. I actually got all your links up, Najio. I got all the links up from Glut and from you before Discord took a shit. So I've got like a browser full. Thankfully, I didn't like once you guys said force close Discord, I was like, "Oh, I'm going to do that first instead of trashing all the links." Oh man, cheers my dudes. Happy Fated Friday. What a day. The internet though, am I right? It's the best thing, but also go fuck itself. Cheers. Good morning. You know, I've never actually wake and baked before. Well, I mean, I guess how long after you wake up does it count to be a wake and bake? I don't know. I guess I smoke at 9 in the morning, so for some people that's probably a wake and bake, but I get up at 6. Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually waked and baked before. I don't think I have. I'm so like get up and go kind of person in the morning that I like immediately just start going 100 miles an hour. And I usually don't smoke until I sit. And like if I'm not streaming, I don't sit ever. So honestly, on my days off, I usually don't smoke until like 5 p.m. I'm taking a half day after my last external meeting. Wait, my last external meeting is today to hang out? Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yes. Friday half days are the best. Extend your fucking weekend. Did our music just quit? Internet, not today. Not today. So I do have a backup plan. So I know we had, like, I had told you guys we're going to watch all these TikToks and shit. If the internet, Cloudflare, whatever the fuck is going on right now, decides to be a tit all day, I have a game downloaded that I think Glut gifted it to me ages ago. And it looks ridiculous. Like, it's a perfect Fated Friday game. I don't know. I think Zach might have played it. You guys might be familiar with it. Hold on. It is called Amanda the Adventurer. I think it's a horror game. Long weekends are glorious. They're literally like, there's nothing like it. My wife's birthday's today. Fuck yeah. Happy birthday to your wife. I hope you guys do something fucking cool. Eat something delicious. Do you know that game? Is it good? Is it a good game? Okay, good. I downloaded it, so it's all ready to go. It looks ridiculous. Like, it's like I don't know. It's like there's a sheep. I don't know. It doesn't look like a horror game. Like the stop trailer. The like what do you say? Like the thumbnail, I guess, the picture for the game. It looks like it's a children's game from like Nickelodeon. Like it looks like Dora the Explorer with a sheep. So when Gluck got it for me, I was like, the fuck is that? And here we are. Oh, it is. It's if Dora wait, so I'm evil? Wait, I get to be evil Dora the Explorer? Don't excite me like this. Oh fuck. Like oh hell yeah. That sounds terrifying. We have that other horror game to finish, but that's not a good Fated Friday game. I feel like that game is the worst thing to do when you're super ultra high. All the jump scares and the things coming at you and shit. I don't know. Oh, you play tapes of her show and oh. Dude, now I'm really excited. I had no idea. The trailer here, we can watch the trailer. The trailer looks fucking creepy as hell. Why do you have to everything auto plays in my life? I swear to God. Well, it's not a trailer. Is it a gameplay? Do they even have a trailer? I don't even know if they have a trailer. Stop. Oh my God. All I did was full screen. I fucking hate autoplay so much. I know I say it every day, but who the fuck is thriving in fucking autoplay? My God. Making the screen big does not mean I want to press play. Why the fuck does the play button exist? Why does the play button exist? I don't know. I fucking hate it.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Wooly.
Answer my question.
You don't have to answer that.
You can get hurt almost everywhere. I want to get my friend a special treat. Can I share a secret with you? What tool should we use to fix Wooly's head?
Yeah. Dude, thank you, Bubblicious. There was a game my little sister had when we were really young, and it was like a learning game where you like put parts on a conveyor belt or some shit like that, and you built a robot or whatever. I don't know. That's what that reminds me of. Peach, I got no clue. I was trying to come up with a backup plan because we were gonna watch TikToks today, but the internet has decided to be a douchebag, and where everyone sends me their TikToks decided to fucking crash. So I had a backup game going, and I think Gluck got me this ages ago, and I thought it was a children's game. It does not look like a fucking children's game by any stretch of the imagination. Those were surgical tools. Yeah, it's like adorably horrifying. Oh my god, what was that game we played? Oh fuck. We played a horror game earlier this year where like you found those secret videos and it was the creepy little clay children. They had a name. Oh my god, what was that? Oh my god, what was the game? It was like the something kids, the trash head kids, or the garbage kids. Not the garbage pail kids, but like something like that. Fuck that shit. That's what that reminds me of. Creepy as hell. I cannot remember what it was called though. And everyone was so excited for me to find the tapes and play them because of these creepy little clay children. Fuck, what was it? I don't remember. Dude, isn't this is so old. I have no idea where it came from, but I get compliments on it all the time. And I'm like, I wish I could tell you where to get it. It's old. I haven't bought clothes in like 20 years. It's terrible. Yeah, this game looks creepy as fuck. And like a great I don't know, continuation of the spooks, the scary season, I guess. I have a couple games I have lined up, games that I own and I've just never played that I've been looking at in my library that look to me terrifying. Any game where it's like first person and it's dark as fuck and you have to walk through a space where something is probably going to jump out and touch you or scare you, I pee my pants. Good morning, Vile. I know. I like crispy bacon too. I don't like when my bacon's floppy. No shit, Peach, dude. I can't. I just don't. I think like in my youth, shopping for clothes and just like being conditioned that nothing will ever fit me. I don't trust clothes. Like I just keep wearing clothes that I had in high school because I just don't. If I buy clothes, I 9 times out of 10 it's not gonna fit or it's gonna fit wrong or something like that. Like if I buy clothes, I usually go to thrift stores because they're pre-shrunk. It's great. So I know, I can't believe, isn't it September like 29th today or something? It's crazy. This year went by so fucking fast. Yeah, crispy bacon. Oh my god, that would be a really good name. Missed opportunities. Missed fucking opportunities. Good morning, Knives. How are you? I like both greasy and crunchy bacon. All bacon's great. I don't. Greasy's fine, but floppy. If I have to like tear the bacon with my teeth, I can't eat it. It's so gross to me. I can't do it. Oh god, it's a Twitter link. I was gonna say, Knives, the internet has taken a shit today. So like TikTok and YouTube and all that. I don't know. What is No. No. Isn't it too soon? Didn't a young child die in that submarine who didn't even want to be on it? So, Knives just gave me a tweet. A film based on the Titan submersible, the one that fucking exploded, is in the works. Huh. Yeah. Like, I'm all about making fun of the rich fucks, but there was a kid on there who didn't even want to go. I definitely disassociated. I feel like the COVID years did something to our brains, at least mine. It's St. Michael's feast day. What is that? Called Harry Henry? I might not be able to play it, but I'll at least be able to look at the thumbnail. Actually, I should be able to pull it up on I'll pull it up on Steam. Hold up. Harry Harry Henry. Oh, it's not on Steam. It's not on Steam. Is it not out yet? It might not even be, like, available on Steam. Oh, it's not a game? What is it? Oh, it's just an animation? Okay, let me see if it'll buffer. I gotta wait. The internet's being a douche. It's not just me, though, thank fuck. The shirt, yeah, I was just saying Peach complimented it. I get compliments on this thing a lot, but I've had it for so many years, I don't know where it came from. Like, I just haven't bought myself clothes in fucking 20 years, I don't even know. I would assume you could get it on Amazon, though. You can get everything on Amazon. If it's wrapped around a steak or something, that's totally different. I mean, that submarine turned people into confetti. Google Lens might work. I don't know. I have no idea. No shit. Shut up. Is Romney one of those sketchy stores, though? No shit. Like, if it's not, there you go. But there are those sketchy stores that make, like, copies of nice clothes really, really cheap, like Shein. You know, I listened to a whole thing about Shein and how evil it is. Are they like Shein? At least it's there. At least it, like, exists in the world. That means that someone else is making it of quality if Shein is, or whoever's trying to make it of shit quality. The same asshole teenager cut down the Sycamore Gap tree. Which teenager? Who? What? Did I miss something? A tree? What happened to a tree? I'm confused. I think I lost myself. A tree? A teenager cut down a 200-year-old tree? Why? Why? That seems very stupid. What a pointless thing to do. Why? Yeah, the tree sounds like it was kind of a thing. I mean, it's a living thing. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Is this like people spitting on art kind of thing? Like, are they trying to make a statement? I mean, I was the epitome of stupid vandalizing teenager. Like, I was a shithead who walked the streets in the middle of the night. I was the kid that you would tell your kids to watch out for that kid. Never. What the fuck? What does that do? What does that accomplish? That's sad. Yeah, their statement is clearly, "I'm an asshole and I'm here to be an asshole." They clearly do not have parents that they have parents that failed to teach them the whole "stop being a dick" thing. That's what that feels like to me. That's really sad. What a douchebag. Yeah, trees, that's me too. Like, it's one thing to spit on a canvas or whatever, but a living thing? I don't I guess, kids are so stupid. Kids are so stupid. We were all so stupid. What the fuck? Yeah, I don't like, there is no point you're making by cutting down an ancient, beautiful old tree. I kinda feel the same way if I was hunting and I saw a deer that had, like, some fucking epic rack, like, I can't even like, a fucking 11 point or something like that, I would not shoot that deer. That deer deserves to live. That deer has fucking made it. I don't understand. Wow, that's sad. Good morning, Robo. How are you? Did you forget about the Tide Pods or throwing goddamn freaking rocks on the highway? Yeah, I know. Kids are so stupid. I do forget about those things. Because, like, I don't know. I guess I have enough going on in my life that I don't think about cutting down ancient trees and throwing rocks. I just, what the fuck? That's really sad. I love trees. That makes me sad. Yeah, Darwin Award winners, just fucking idiots. It does nothing to you unless you bother and it does nothing to you unless you bother you and you decide to kill it. Exactly. I've been catching up on my Mythical Kitchen videos. I always thought when they paired Trevor and Josh, it was the most chaotic. But Lily and Josh, right? I told you. Because she doesn't know what she's doing, so Josh has all the reins. And it's just chaos. Yep. Yeah, it's fantastic. Teens are gluing themselves to the ground. Would it be stupid for me to ask why? Whoa. Yeah, it's like we're watching natural selection. Good morning, Queen Freak. Guess who can't catch a break and is super sick today? Dude, this week can fuck itself. Agreed, Queen. I'm not sick, but the internet crashed on me today and I can't get any of the TikToks slowed now and I'm pissed about it. So I'm feeling you spiritually on that one. Trees are awesome and people that live near lots of them are healthier. Trees, the only reason we're alive is because of trees. You're absolutely correct. Killing a giant, ancient, beautiful tree is just dumbass murder. Sometimes, like, I don't wish ill will on human beings, but I do sometimes think it might be a good idea to remove warning labels. Maybe. But that's assuming people read them. A bloke glued himself to the ground at the US Open semifinal as a protest against climate change. Help it make sense. Make it make sense. I don't get it. What does that do for climate change? Good morning, Tombadills. I know. If that tree would have fallen on that kid and killed him, that would have been like the most epic, like, retribution of that tree ever. Jesus, trees are awesome. It's a fact. I love trees too. Trees are beautiful. I feel better as a human when I am around them. I could never live somewhere that doesn't have trees. I have one tree in my yard. It's this huge ancient old beech. I fucking worship that shit. I do not understand people that want to kill a big old beautiful tree. I always say we're protecting people who Darwinism would be taking out of the equation. It's honestly, there is like studies about that, Rod, like theoretical studies in philosophy and shit, how human beings have effectively halted human evolution because we protect the weakest of the species so that they can go on and breed. It's kind of fucking crazy when you read about it. Like, everyone has a right to have a kid, but like, damn. It is crazy to read about. It's just stupid, yeah. It halted the US Open for a bit because you're stupid. Yeah, right. I assume climate change is fixed. Yeah, they did it. Congrats, you've done it. Wow. So cool. Jesus Christ. Why protest to annoy normal people? You're supposed to inconvenience evil corporations and political bodies when you want attention for the cause. Fruit fly. I agree 100%. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, none of it has thus far. Like, gluing yourself to anything, even gluing yourself to a piece of paint, like a painting, I still don't understand what that does for climate change or whatever the fuck. Biden's using clips of DeSantis for Biden's campaign again. I heard DeSantis ran out of money and couldn't run anymore. Is that true? I think we were talking about it yesterday, but I don't know if I got confirmation. Isn't that just the evolutionary pressure of change so that there are different selections being made? Maybe? I mean, if you get really scientific about it, if you think about it, like, a body that can't get pregnant naturally probably shouldn't have a baby, but we, like, take science and implant babies in bodies that can't carry a baby. And, like, again, no shade, everyone should be allowed to have a child, go get yourself a child, get yourself preggers. But, like, that's what I'm saying, like, in nature, if a wolf couldn't get pregnant, no one's gonna go impregnate the wolf with some science. So then that wolf's genes would die off, and then, the species would continue, so on and so forth. I don't know. It's genetics, dude. They're confusing. There's a tree near San Jose that I legit see as a deity. Also, when here in SC on John's Island, they're too old and impressive for me not to see them as such. I believe that 100%. Big old ancient trees are something. When you just think about what they've seen, like what that tree, like if you fast, like, did a time lapse of life around that tree, it's got to be fucking amazing. Good morning, Genova Love. This might be a bit extreme, but there should be intelligence tests for procreating. Who's with me? I've said that for years, and everybody says that's a very like Hitler thing to say. But sometimes I think about it. You need to pass a test to drive. But like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't have kids. I feel like I don't matter. That one near San Jose is called the Methuselah tree. It's a Sequoia sempervirens. The one here in SC is an angel oak. It's a southern live oak, dude. That's over 1,000. Fuck. The sycamore gap tree was 200 to 300 years old. That's disgusting. That's so sad. The tree doesn't even need to be ancient. There's a tree I see in a park, and this lady does exercises around it and hugs it. I hug trees. Dude, Knives, I love you. That is the best thing I've ever heard. Whenever I don't see her there, I hug the tree so it at least gets one a day.
Shut the fuck up. You're my hero.
That's just amazing. That makes me so happy. I've done it before because it's part of grounding. If you've ever heard of grounding, when I get real anxious for no reason, like my palms are sweaty, knees weak, arms spaghetti, I go outside barefoot, walk in the grass, and like hug a tree. I swear to God, it helps. I don't know what the fuck it is, if it's magic or if it's like the magnetism of the earth connecting with it or whatever, but it works and it helps. It doesn't fix it, but it helps. Intel tests, I mean, I kind of like, dude, Queen, I was just thinking about that literally last night. I was listening to true crime podcasts, as I always literally am. And one thing I was thinking about, a common denominator in a lot of the true crime I listen to is these people have really high IQs a lot of the time. And I wonder, like, is IQ really measuring intelligence? Yep, we have a big old tree and we have doves living in it. It's my favorite. It has bird feeders all over it. Fuck yes. Sean on YouTube has a 3-hour video on the incredibly racist and shoddy science behind it. I think it's like I think IQ tests and shit were designed. Didn't they come from there's a science to it, Queen. You probably know the name of it. But science. It's not a real science. I shouldn't say that. A fake science that was created because of racism, where they would like look at the shape of your face and your nose and where your eyes were placed and stuff and like guess your personality or if you had a large brain or something like that. Didn't it stem from that? Which was just a way of like being like, look at the African person's head and how stupid they are. Like it was all because of racism, I think. And there's a word for that, like fake science of the head and the face. Phrenology. Pseudoscience is the word I was looking for. Thank you. And phrenology. Phrenology. There are still white bitches talking about phrenology like it's real on TikTok. I've seen it a couple times and it makes me fucking sick. I don't know if they realize that it literally came, like it was formed as an excuse to keep slaves. Yeah, head bumps. Yeah, that shit is fucking dark. When my son was younger, every time we'd go to the cottage, he would run and hug the same tree when we got there. That makes me really happy time. I love when kids love nature. That's so important. It's difficult to age a yew tree because all the old ones are hollow. What? And they're still alive? Interesting. There are a few in the UK that may be as old as 5,000 years. Wow. That's back in the Stone Age here. Children were playing around it dressed in furs in Stone Age. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Stormland. If you could time lapse just the existence around a tree like that, it would be fucking amazing. Imagine all the people that have pissed on that tree. All trees are wonderful, 100%. But when I see those real old, real big ones, there's a level of respect, you know? Peach, I walk barefoot all the time as long as it's safe. Like, I'm not going to step on something that's going to hurt my feet. Yeah, that phrenology shit. I'm glad I'm not the only one that knows about that stuff. But I've seen people today being like, "Oh yeah, if your nose does this, you're a this, and if it does this, you're a this, and where your eyes are placed means a this, and if you feel a this, it's a this, and a this, it's a this." And I'm like, "Bitch, racist. Read a book. Read a fucking book." There's a difference between are you smart enough and responsible enough to have children and are your child will have a disability you should abort. Oh my god, yes. I mean, those aren't even in the same thing for me, Mike. I agree 100%. The second one's awful. The first is maybe morally gray but not gross. I agree. Yeah. No, I agree with you 100%. They would look like a skull. They would look at skull-sized dimples in the skull and say because of this, they were less than. They talked about it in yes, they talked about it in Django a little bit. Didn't he have a skull or something? I think Leonardo DiCaprio's character has a skull and he talks about it. Yeah, I don't think he says phrenology, but it's fucked up. That's the idea that we're all ruled by sentient telekinetic ferns, right? Fernology. I'm totally into fernology. Ferns are fucking weird. No shit. Like, no joke. Ferns are weird plants. They baffle me. Me too. I think, like, the more I have to wear shoes, the more I get cramps in my feet and shit, honestly. Good morning, Mel. Trees only need the outer layer to survive. The inside's only necessary for mechanical strength. I thought that spongy tissue in the middle was to deliver water. Granted, I learned about trees when I was 18 years old in Bio 101. It's been a while, but I remember looking at like the different tree cells, like the different types of barks and stuff under microscopes on slides, and I could have swore the middle was to deliver water. But I could be, I don't know. I'm not a botanist. I don't fucking know. Dude, Django Unchained is one of the best movies I've ever seen. It's a really hard movie to watch. Like, every time I say that, I kind of retract my brain. I'm like, that's a weird thing to say, but it's so well done. That movie is well fucking done. Like, I don't know, man. He didn't hide what's the director's name? Tarantino? It's Tarantino, right? He didn't, like, cover up the nastiness of White South. It's really I mean, the scene when his wife is, like, in the hole in the ground roasting to death and they yank her out, like, that is so fucking hard to watch, but it's real. Like, that really happened. I think it's important for us to acknowledge that and keep our eyes open. You know, Paige, I've never looked into it, but I might. My sister does. My little sister Sarah has flat feet, so I might. Because I definitely hate an arch. I do not like to have an arch in my shoes. Like, I still wear skater shoes. I'm a child. I have not grown up. I still wear, like, my Adidas and my DCs because they're flat. On the inside, they're flat. They have no, like, arch in the heel or anything like that. Yep. I wish I could wear Vans. I don't know what it is. Vans shoes, they're too narrow or something, but it always gives me, like, the sides of the front pad of my foot. It fucking, like, squeezes my foot and hurts. Vans shoes are so cute, but I've never been able to wear them. Sinimwis. Oh, Discord literally went down this morning on me, but thank you. I think you're right, and I'm leaving them. I'm leaving them for now. I was looking at all the other ones, and I don't think they're ready yet. There's some bald type. I just bit my cheek. Ow. There's some bald cypress cheeks here on the river that are hollow and still good. I smoked a bowl with a friend in kayaks while we were inside one. That is pure magic. Schindler's List is an amazing movie. There's a lot of really, really good movies like that where it's like, it's so hard to watch again, but like once every couple of years I watch it and I'm like, fuck, that's a really good movie, but holy shit, my heart just fell out my asshole. OBDO, what is that? Oh shit, did I miss it? Nope, there it is. The belief that certain races are biologically inferior was invented in the US to justify slavery. There was no history of that before. Other cultures hated other races before, but for other reasons, not because they were taught they were subhuman. That's what my theory, just in like what I've read and what I know about the horrific slavery in the US, is that a lot of this like phrenology shit was invented to make up excuses to keep slaves. Because the rest of the world was like, what you're doing is horrific, blah, 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 blah. And we were like, but no, look at this pseudoscience we invented about lumpy brain or lumpy heads or what the fuck ever. Oh, go up a size and don't wear socks? It doesn't slide up and down on your heel and like give you a fucking blister. Yes. Oh, Queen, you're a sub. You're a sub. You have freedom. Willow trees are beautiful. I have to get wide shoes. Being able to order them has been a godsend. I think that's why I stick to like still like the skater type shoe is they tend to be wide. They don't have a ton of structure to them, so it doesn't, like, squish my foot. Have I seen Emancipation? That sounds really familiar. Hold on, let me write it down. That I feel like I have. It had Will Smith, right? Yep. Okay, hold on. I think I have seen that one. Yes, I have seen that one. That's another hard one. Really fucking well done movie, though. The USA, come for the hot dogs. They stay for the alternative facts. I hate how real that is. All right. Thank you, Queen. Fuck yeah. Good morning, Poop Deck. How are you? I didn't know why I loved him so much until combat boots. I got wide feet and normal shoes squish my toesies together. I think I have the same problem, but I don't like when I've measured my feet, they don't say I have wide feet. I actually have narrow heels or some shit. I don't know. Shoes suck. And it's always a different size. Like, and I don't know if they do this in other countries, but in the US, men's and women's are different sizing. So, for instance, I'm like a 9.5 or a 10 in women's shoes. In men's shoes, I'm a 7.5 or an 8. None of it makes sense. Shoes are so stupid. Status quo, 3-day weekend. Fuck yeah, dude. A lot of people are taking the Friday, and I'm happy for you. Good morning, Synesthesia. How are you, love? I used to wear Converse a lot, but they made my feet flat. My sister loves Converse. I can't wear them because they squish my toes. Like, basically any shoe that has, like, that hard plastic. I have small feet for my height, do I? 9.5? Really? I thought I had pretty reasonable sized feet for my height. That being said, no shit, Knives. When I was in high school, the only other girl on my basketball team that was also 6 foot had size 5.5 feet. She looked like a deer when she ran. She looked like she was running on her tiptoes, but she was not. It was the strangest shit. Yeah, so maybe my scope is off. She had, oh, crispy! Dude, my alerts were muted. Fuck me! God damn it! Good luck. Next interview in less than an hour. Fuck yes, dude. Thank you so much for subbing to the class, keeping the classy alive, and giving any swings for 42 months in a row. Let us cheers to this. This deserves a cheersing. How do you fit shoe size to height? Anyone else a 6 foot woman? What size are your shoes? I'm just curious. I'm about 6 foot and I have size 13. Oh. Maybe I do have small feet. I don't know. I don't have big hands. I know that. Like to me, they look big, but I can't palm a basketball. And everyone else my height can. I've never been able to do that, though. I wish. Paige! You generous fuck. Thank you so much for gifting 5 subs in the chat. Guys, it's still September, and if you give a fuck, gifted subs are 25% off, which is pretty dank. Thank you so much, Paige. I appreciate you. Special sauce, little black dress, love always, Lars, and Uncle Carl. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure, sober consent. And I fucking appreciate you. Thanks, Laura. Thank you, Paige. I'll be back. Queen, that's how I feel at 6 foot. Like, honestly, I've never ordered shoes online unless I've already had that exact brand, like fucking Adidas or something like that. Because I'm a 9 to an 11. I don't know where it is. It depends on the goddamn shoe brand. Yeah, it's so confusing. I have wide feet, played soccer growing up. Clearly, oh my God. Barilla, playing soccer fucked my feet up. Hard same. Dude, when I was like, no shit, my foot doctor told me this. So, you know, when you're a kid, you grow really fast and you like grow out of your shoes pretty fast. And soccer cleats are pretty expensive and they're leather. They're like hard leather and really pointy in the front. And my doctor told me that by wearing like, oh my God, that picture is fucking gorgeous. Vile, that is beautiful. By like jamming my toes into the fronts of 2 small soccer cleats for an extended period of time, it like fucked up the fronts of my feet. Somehow, like the bones or something like that. It's crazy. Everyone tells me I have really large hands and I can't for the life of me palm a basketball. What the fuck is that? Neither can I. I can't palm any basketball. I've tried so hard And people are always like, "Oh my god, you have spider hands." I can't do shit. Like, I can hold a softball. Whoop-de fucking do. You either get grip, palm, or tip. Yeah, I can't. I've never been able to palm basketball. I wish, though. I'm a wide feet guy, too. New Balance makes wide sneakers. Any other brand, and I split them in a couple of months. They split? Holy shit. A good brand if you like New Balances or, like, good quality, like, walking/running shoes, really good brand of shoes is, Brooks and Solomon's. Both of those, really good. If you have, like, a wide front foot, whatever, like I do, those I have been running in those for 10 plus years, and I will never buy another shoe brand. Like, they're just great. Solomon's are the best for trail running and, like, hiking and shit like that, in my opinion. They have, like, amazing treads on them, and then Brooks just fit. They just fit, and they fucking feel nice. Ooh, doing shop maintenance right now. Got a new job starting on the 10th. Fuck yeah, trying to figure out how I'm gonna balance everything. I mean, you'll figure it out. I mean, it might not be balanced, but you'll figure it out. 6'3" was slightly large at a 15D. My dad was a 13. Holy shit. Okay, maybe I do have small feet for my height. Huh. Wait. My daughter's 16. She's a size 11 in women and a 9 in men. How tall is she, Time? Is she my height? Your poor daughter. Any of you out there that have tall girls, go give them a fucking hug. Go give them bitches a big hug. 'Cause damn, the struggle. The struggle is so real. I still wear boys' clothes. Like, they just don't. I don't think they'll ever make women's clothes for anyone above 5'5" or something like that. The reason, Katie, is why point shoes aren't allowed for anyone under 13. Their toes are too malleable for that age. They need to do that for soccer players. 'Cause it, like, squished all my toes. Like, they don't look like a different foot from the outside, but on the inside, apparently, they're fucked up. Vile, same. Etnies or DC, they're the best. They fit, they have room, they're comfortable. I'm a New Balance guy, my brother wears Brooks. They're the shit, right? Brooks, I don't know, like, they're expensive, like, don't get me wrong, these are expensive shoes, but if you do something where you're on your feet a lot and you care about your fucking feet, get decent shoes that are comfortable because holy shit. Like Fred Flintstone's feet? Wait, like the level of callus? My feet are flat as fuck. I had really painful custom leather inserts as a kid, and Me too! I had, like, pharmacy-grade shoe inserts when I was a kid, and I lost them. I don't know what the fuck happened to them. But honestly, those shoe inserts were just because I kept trying to wear shoes that, like, adults wear. Like, I was like, "Oh, I have to wear, like I'm becoming an adult, like, I have to be an adult." But if I just wear shoes that are actually comfortable, I don't need some fucking pharmaceutical grade insert in my shoe, so fuck that. Bugs Up for Solomon had my previous pair for 6 years. Palatable. They're the shit. I have 2 pairs, one that I wear for, like, mucking, like, trailing, and then one I actually wear for running, and I can't even tell you how long I've had those trail runners, damn. Flat and wide. Okay, I was thinking feet like running under the car kind of feet. I was like, C-Town, that's how I learned so much about shoes from my foot doctor. He's so funny. Every time I go see him, he's like, "I know you'll never stop running, even though I wanna tell you, but, like, these are the good shoes if you're gonna keep going." 5'7", 5'8", still going. Yeah. It's gonna I mean, if she's that was the feet always go first, right? Like, you always get your big feet first, and then you shoot up. That's how I was too, and I think I was 6 foot by the time I was in 6th grade. I grew so fast, it was crazy. I don't remember being small. Like, I don't have a conscious memory of ever shopping in a juniors department or anything like that. I just went from, like, kid to woman real fast. Not my twos! My best friend's wife is under 5 foot. She probably and that's the thing. I used to think it was only for bigger people that we struggled, but people who are short struggle just as much. I know a lot of women, grown-ass adult women, who have to shop in a juniors department just to find pants that fit, and it's fucked up. It brings me back to never go cheap on things that go between you and the ground. Shoes, chairs, bed, tires, etc. It's totally real. What is it? It's like your boots, bed, and chair. Though that's what I was taught. Like your computer chair, your chair that you have to sit in. Take care of your spine, essentially. Like, take care of your spine. You only get one, man. No, literal pharmacy grade. The doctor had them made for me, and then they fucking sucked. Me too. Like, mine were a prescription. they sucked. They were made of wood. She's hoping to pass you? Nuh-uh. Dude, I'm pretty sure all of my siblings are taller than my mom. Yeah. Like, when my sister and I stand next to my mom, she looks like I could do this to her. You know what I'm saying? She's so tiny. I don't know what happened there. I think we're growing taller, though. Like, as humans in general, I think we're getting bigger. She gets mistaken for a kid. Oh my god. I still don't get carded. I don't think I ever will. My girlfriend has super small feet. She wears the highest size children's shoes, 12 or 13, much cheaper too than the adult size shoe of the same brand. Unfortunately, some stores prevent her from buying them. What? I'm sorry, Poop Deck. A store tells your woman she can't buy shoes because they're made for So tell them you have a child. Fuck that. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. What? Why don't they want to make money? I can't run because of the flat feet, but I have monster legs so I can do the 50-yard dash in 12 seconds and then run the mile in 15 minutes. Dude, I'm pretty much the same. I don't run fast by any means. I just jog casually. I'm not a fast person, but I can sprint like nobody's business. I've got sprint power. Giant back in the Jeebus times was 5'8", right? I think we're getting a lot bigger. I get carded occasionally. I laugh when it happens. I usually say something like, oh my god, thank you. Better nutrition. Yeah, better nutrition, more calories. My brother's 6'2", so technically, she has the genes to pass me at 6 foot. That's, I think, what happened to all me and my siblings, because all of my cousins on my mom's side, like my mom is tiny. She's a little Irish lady, and all the women on that side of the family are all like 5'4", 5'5", little stout, freckly bitches. But all the dudes are like 6'4", 6'5", and they all look like basketball players. Like, they're not, but they have that, like, lanky kind of lurch thing about them. And I think that's where it must have come from, because I don't know, dude. There's no tall women in my family at all, but my sister and I are definitely monsters. Yeah, that's fucked up. My last roomie ordered from the child's menu at the bar at Red Robin's, and they wouldn't do it. That's really weird to me. Why does it matter? Just talk to a girlfriend in Boulder. Unless it was an autoflower strain, it's impossible for them to be finished. Good to know. Another 2 weeks of newts and then 2 weeks of flesh water. Try to get out by the end of October. If they're still getting sun and up taking water, I love you so much. Thank you. I was getting, like, there's so much conflicting information on the internet just trying to read about when the fuck to harvest those plants. And people use different terminology all over the place, and it's so fucking annoying. I really, really appreciate you. I've put so much time and effort into these fucking plants, and they have so much bud on them. Like, it is gross how much bud is on these plants. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, if I harvest it early, I have fucked all of that. All of it. It's so anxiety-inducing. Happy Friday, Seahorse. I know I love this song. I usually respond to the carding with, I've been 21 for 21 years. That's a fucking good one. I want to use that someday. That's a good one. I've always looked at my feet like flippers. I love swimming. At 6 foot, I've only had 2 relatives taller than me, one great uncle and one of my cousins, short family. That's how most of mine is. My dad wasn't even tall. My bio dad was only like 5'11", maybe 6 foot, maybe. So those genes, they travel. They travel. I visited the U.S. Constitution in Boston, an old naval vessel, excuse me, and the ceilings were so low and beds so short. I asked the historian, and the historian said in the 1800s, men's heights averaged around 5'5". I believe that. You know, when I went to the Hoover Dam, I had a kind of a similar experience. I don't know if they told us. They said it was because the average height of a grown man was way shorter. But if you do a tour through the Hoover Dam, if you ever get to go, if you're going to Vegas, it's only a couple hours away and it's pretty cool. But if you do a tour through it, I'm only 6 foot. Like that's not astronomically tall. Like there are people out there 7 foot, etc. But walking through the tunnels where the workers walked, I had to walk like this because the tunnels are only 5'7". So if you're taller than me and you want to see the Hoover Dam, bring a scooter and scoot your ass or something because you ain't gonna be able to see shit. But I was told the same. It's just people were a lot smaller. Sorry, I forgot to cheer. We have to cheers for Crispy. It's almost time for his interview. I'm very excited for you. I work in fast food and seniors are always buying the kids' meals for smaller portions. I got a Happy Meal a week ago. American portion sizes are dummy. I got a Happy Meal a week ago, and I got my first Pokemon card ever in it. So there. I couldn't even tell you. I didn't recognize any of them. They were all like, I know one of them. Oh God, what's the name? I wasn't allowed to play Pokemon as a kid, so please excuse me with the names. The pink fluffy one that looks like Kirby. It was like an upgrade. I got like 4 cards, but that was the only one I recognized. Did I make it happy? I fucking ate it. Oh, Queen. Yeah, I wouldn't. Do you have any edibles or anything? Whoa, went to a beer festival here with my daughters and their friends. Holy shit, the guys are 6'4", 6'5". Damn. I buy off the kids menu to get smaller portions. I don't know if Red Robin does this anymore, but this was like an insider thing I learned way back when I was in college. One of my best friends from high school was working at Red Robin, and she told me that you can go to Red Robin and you can get any burger on the menu, like small size or something. There's a word for it. I forgot what the fuck it's called. But you go in, say any adult burger on the menu, but say you want it like junior size or something, and it's this exact same burger, but it's like my size. It's the best. I haven't been to Red Robin in years and years and years, but they used to do that, and I don't know if that's real. Jigglypuff. I got like an upgraded Jigglypuff. I know, they're in my kitchen. I should. Is it almost time for a break? It's almost time for a break. I'll go look for them. They're in my kitchen. I forgot where I set them down. It's bigger than a slider. It's like, I'm trying to think. I haven't been to Red Robin in so long. Like, how big is a burger at Red Robin? I'd say it's like 2/3 the size. So, like, for me, when I eat a giant ass Red Robin burger, it's literally, it's the amount of food I usually leave on the plate they've taken off. So, I love it because I can eat all my food. That's the best. American portion sizes I can't, I feel like I'm such a waste if I go. This is why I really don't like to go out to eat very much because they serve you a fucking like mound, and I take 3 bites and I'm like, I'm full, and they're like, oh, did you not like your food? I'm like, no, it's delicious. I just can't eat it. I want to real bad. Queen Freak, if you have edibles, I mean, it's something, and you wouldn't be coughing. Also, CBD is really, really good at helping with inflammation, inflaming. And a lot of the time, coughing can be caused by inflammation. Dude, I mean, eat your lentil soup, and if a burger still sounds good, go get yourself a fucking burger. You get the first dibs on toys. Do you work at McDonald's? I'm so jealous. When I was in high school, I worked at a taco time that, like, was in, like, a little strip of fast food restaurants. So it went McDonald's, Taco Time, something else right here that I cannot remember what it was, and then there was a Carl's Jr., and all my friends worked at McDonald's. All my friends worked at McDonald's. Every single person in high school that I was friends with on my teams and whatnot all worked at McDonald's except for me and my friend Tiffany, who was a cheerleader. We worked at Taco Time, and they got free food all the fucking time. And they would always get Happy Meals with all the fun toys and shit. And yeah, I'm an adult. I still want a little race car to play with. Why don't I want a car to play with my food? Why don't I get a little car to play with? I don't understand. I don't get why I don't get to have a little car. I was so jealous because Taco Time was the food's so fucking expensive. They were like, absolutely not. Buy your fucking food. Walnuts are good for inflammation. I didn't know that, but I believe it. Walnuts are really healthy for you. Me trying to explain being ADHD and that I will never eat the food. I will never eat the food if I take it home, but it was a fact. Delicious despite me taking 3 bites and quitting. I have never identified with a statement more. Seatown, I did watch that documentary on the Monopoly thing, and it's wild. Wild. The little Beelzebub demon, my little void boy. What are you up to? Oh my god, Lilith killed another mouse last night, by the way. Lilith, my sweet, sweet baby girl, my sweet, snuggly, huggly little poodle, is a murderer. That's 4 in under 9 days. Yeah, I'm stoked. Like, I don't want mice, but she scares me. She can do no wrong. She's literally under my desk licking my calf as we speak. She's a perfect baby, and I'm very happy because I don't want mice in my house. Like, I guess I just have micer dogs now? I don't know what you're doing about the mice, but your sister does it. Good stretch, Bubba. That's a big stretch. Don't cough in my mouth. Zoe, my love, how are you doing? Thank you so much for subbing the class, keeping the class alive, and giving a fucking ace swings for so goddamn long.
38 months! What in the tit Christ? God damn. God damn, I said god damn. I appreciate you, boo.
Happy Fade Friday, you cute fuckers. I can't wait to hook up with my koala furry friends so they can twerk me to death with their penis jetpack, and then after, we're doing some wax play while they'll inward fart the hot wax. I forgot about the waxed butthole. Oh, Seatown, it's a medical story we watched yesterday on TikTok. I don't know. Oh my god, should I try to find that TikTok and play it for you guys? Hold on. Oh fuck, is the internet still being a douchebag though? Hold up. It's one of those like TikTok medical stories by that I've shown you her before. She's a night nurse. I love her. She's so funny. But like too long didn't read. A patient waxed their buttholes together. Their butthole together. They're like not 2 buttholes, but like one. Shut up, Najeel. Is that it? Did you just find it? Shut up. Yes. Hold on. You're a sweet boy. I'm glad you didn't have a mouse in your mouth. Why though? You have to watch the story. Like, I don't do it justice. Hold on. Okay, let's take a quick break and let that buffer, because God knows the internet's being a douchebag. And I'll take these little fools outside and I'll go find my Pokemon card. What? What? Stop, Bumpy Bitos. You are not ready, Knives. It is. I have no words. You know what, Seatown? If we could lick our buttholes, we totally would. Huh. Yeah, we totally lick our buttholes. You wanna go outside? Oh, yeah, we do. All right, quick break, my dudes. Stretch your dicks, clits, non-binary bits. Stand up, get some water.
I found him. It took me a minute. Ha ha! Add a 0 and it's 420. Ha 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 ha! Hail Satan. Thank you, Nate.
Thank you, Grace Day, for summoning to the class. Keeping the class alive and giving it a swing so fucking long. I appreciate you. What happened? Oh my god, you did have fun. Oh, did my mods get to eat some food today? Is it a school holiday? Are the fetuses out to play? Oh good. Oh goody. That's my favorite. Kids are the worst. Maybe they heard Pokemon. Thank you for all taking care of the trolls. Good morning, Anubis. Fuck that shit. I appreciate that I can take a break and know that trolls will be taken care of. That's very nice. I got a Happy Meal the other day, and I was telling Chad I got some Pokemon cards, and I could not remember what I got, so I grabbed them. These are my first Pokemon cards I've ever owned in my entire life. I wasn't allowed to play as a kid. I got a shiny, I guess. Cloth. Ugh, these names. Katottle? I don't fucking... Nope, the pink one was not Jigglypuff. I think this is the pink one that has an egg. Something. Blissey? Fucking Roboblake? Pardon!
Pardon fuck!
Robo, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Anubis. I appreciate you. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways, because nothing in this world is sexier than pure sober consent, and you know this. I appreciate you. That one. Blissey. Oh, it's a evolution of Clefairy. That's the one with the egg, right? I think it actually shows. There's a tiny, tiny picture in the corner that shows the original, I think. So I got Blissey. Hold on. That was the other one. What the fuck is that? Katottle? These names are fucking horrific. This was the cloth one. It's shiny. I don't know what that means, but it's my favorite because it's pretty and it's a crab. And then the last one I got was Palmy. Palmy. Chauncey. I thought it was Jigglypuff. It's not. It's the one with the egg. That one's pretty though. But yeah, those are, and apparently you can play a game with them. I don't know. There's a little game shit, but here's my first Pokemon cards in my whole life. There we go. Basically a toddler whale. Is it sea toddle? Sea toddle? Sea toddle. I was playing with one troll in a second show and I don't have that much energy in me. It is the end of the week. It is the end of the week. Happy Friday, Mayo Pizza Bagels. Yes. I got Reverse Hollow Fuecoco and you got Pikachu? I was hoping I got one of the originals, but that's my favorite one. He's cute. He looks pissed off and it's a shiny card. What does shiny mean? Is it just a different kind of, it's just different? This one has like holographic shit on it. Is that what this one is? Rarity? Oh, that's it. That's what the shiny is. Cool. They're cute. The design is cute. Oh, is that what? I thought the colors were their elements or something. Or is it just the shiny means rarity, the colors mean elements? Hollow Pikachu? Dude, how? I think I pulled pretty good for my very first cards ever in my whole life. Color is elements. Okay, that's what I was thinking. I used to play like Hearthstone and Magic the Gathering and shit like that. So I'm semi-familiar with card games, but I wasn't allowed to play Pokemon as a kid, which sucked. My mom was like one of those moms that was like, it's a fad. We're not wasting money on that shit. That and Pogs and shit. Bottom left, there's a rarity symbol? Hold on. The writing is so small. No wonder this is for kids. Where does it say it? In the bottom left. It just has a bunch of letters and shit. I don't know. The top left says basic. Basic, stage 1. Does that mean it? The bottom left literally has like, it says GM23EN. Illis Chibi. Illis Kantaro. Illis Nagimiso, something. And Kuki Saito. I am butchering this language in the saddest way right now. Everything was a fad. I mean, Queen, to this day, one of my favorite things in the whole world is, oh, that's the Illustrator. It's the way that they like write it. It looks like a scientific name of a spider, like Dolichothelia diamentinensis, whatever. So I was thinking like, oh, they made up cool Latin names for the Pokemon. Oh, it says weakness. The bottom left has weakness and then some little symbol times 2, resistance, retreat, 3 stars. No shit. I'm sorry, that's the worst card to show. That's all it has in the bottom left. I don't know. Dude, but that's what I was going to say. My mom was one of the moms that everything was a fad, everything was a phase. The colored hair, the tattoos, the piercings, the shopping at Hot Topic. It was all a fad. And to this day, my sister and I both love to go after my mom and be like, was it a phase though? How's that phase going, Mom? Oh, they were printed for McDonald's only. Oh, that's kind of cool though. So they're basically collectors and just for that special game. That's cool though. Take your fucking joy. Is that DBZ tank top or just orange and blue? It's orange and a purple bra. I wish it was that cool. It's not over 9,000, turns out. I wish. I have to grind up weed. I'm trying to figure out which of these actually has pot in them. Running low on them Wheaties. Get in the grinder. I'm only mildly disappointed. I mean, that's life. Promo set. Yeah. That makes sense. Oh, it's Muna. Isn't the game Muna? Or the game, the band? Yeah, it's Muna. M-U-N-A in all capitals. M-U-N-A. Muna? They're pretty great. I know, I very much like them. They've got a really good sound. Oh, fuck. Hold on, Pitsy. I can give you a permit. Oh, the old link trap. I know. I mean, if trolls didn't exist, we wouldn't have to have this shit. Let me tell you. Oh, dude, Rod and I on at the exact same time. Thank you, Rod. Oh, thank you. I have the wax. Let me see. The wax story should be loaded. Thank you for reminding me. Sorry, Space Cadet. Pause. Stop autoplaying. I fucking hate autoplaying so much. All right. So, I think we've given people enough time to come back from break. We were previously talking about a very unique medical story, not mine, told by a wonderful nurse who's on TikTok who I follow, and she's fucking hilarious. And, yeah, I don't really want to spoil it for you. I think you should just watch it and enjoy this TikToker. She's really great. You should follow her. Her account's kind of weird, but click on that link that Nagiel posted, and it'll take you right there. Because the name is like, I am Sam, I am blah, 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 something like that. It's long and complex. There are no fucking words, though. How did you not think a warm bath soak? Or, like, honestly, I haven't experienced wax many times in my life, but I would think the opposite would be better. Like, get it real cold, and then you can, like, chip it away or some shit, right? Good God. My favorite part about these videos is how she makes the people come off as so embarrassed. It's incredible. The discomfort she's able to, like, oh my God. It's just, I think the phrase, it's a phrase, comes from the mindset of, my child is acting out, but they'll realize they're being weird and conform to society as God intended.
Hail Satan.
Wait, what? Crispy, what year is it? Mike says we have wax remover in the salon. They need that. It sounds like they did this alone. No shit. Crispy just posted an article. This is from today. Man tied to suspected shooter in Tupac Shakur's 1996 killing arrested in Las Vegas. I mean, good, but like, what? What year is it? Damn. Okay. That'll be interesting. Huh. Dwayne Kefe D. Davis was Keefe? I don't know how to say it. Kefe D. Davis was arrested early Friday morning, although the exact charge or charges were not immediately clear, according to two officials with first-hand knowledge of the arrest. Two officials with first-hand knowledge of the arrest did not know. Okay. Well, yeah, he was captain. Yeah. Huh. Wow. I'm kind of shocked people are still looking for the murderer. But, like, damn. Oh God, my thrift shop. Is it going to be gross? Is it going to make me feel gross? Is it going to make me feel gross? Please. Oh. It's got to buffer for a second. I'm being suggested the strangest TikToks. I don't know any of these people on here. Who are you? Not at all. Okay, good. Oh, thank fuck. Okay. Some people that think like thrift stores are dirty for some reason love to be like, "Oh my God, you're going to get bugs." And I'm like, "Are you kidding me? Do you think thrift stores would exist if people got bugs from them?" The thing that scares me, 24 hours ago, Dianne Feinstein voted, and now this deep state conspiracy. Democratic Senator Dianne Feinstein of California, an advocate for liberal priorities, dies at age 90. Wait. Like, actually? Or is that a real conspiracy? Because, damn. Damn. The fuck? She done died. Wow. Wow. 90. I mean, that's a pretty good long life to be on. I'd be thrilled to make it to a functional 90. Right? Wow, she passed a few hours. She wasn't functional? Okay, I don't want a non-functional 90 years then. Just kidding. I wonder if she actually voted. You think? I wonder. Katie Porter is running for her seat. That's the chick with the charts, right? Who shuts down bastards. She's impressive as fuck. She's great. That's Katie, right? Yeah, she's the master. The blackboards, the whiteboards, yeah. She's the one who can literally outsmart any fuck's twat coming at her. She's so intelligent. It's crazy. All right, I have this. Look at the thing in my hand. How are you? How is your spine, my bitches? A poltergeist or maybe a human pushed Safi downstairs because I cannot accept that she fell downstairs. And what is it? A bruised spine or some fucking shit? Like, I'm here to end whoever touched you.
That bitch, and when I mean bitch, I mean the most wonderful person in the world, ClassyKatie.
That was Safi, though. That was her. Thank you, Vile, for gifting Safi a sub to the stream. Safi, I love you, and I hope you're doing okay. My God. Yes, I want to know how it happened. Yes. How the fuck did it happen? I'm just so happy you're okay. Because holy shit. BDO, 100%. Yeah, let's go. BDO, can we just talk for one moment about the hilarity of you and I sitting next to each other in coach on an airplane to London? Amazing. You know what I'm saying? The people in front of us would have no hope. Viata, I can fucking just stick you in my bag. It's fine. Beto's like 6'7". I'm saying. Like, we got a lot of tall motherfuckers in our community. And I don't think any of us have an ounce of violence in our souls, but we can sure look like it. We need to call fucking Ghostbusters or make a flight. Yeah, I definitely want to hear how it happened. I saw that literally when I was going live this morning. I was like, who the fuck do we have to kill? Najio, how hilarious would that be, though? Did you happen to sell into a group of Jamaicans at Burning Man selling chocolate? No, because no one at Burning Man sells anything. But no, I saw no chocolate. I actually smelt weed, but once. Pretty crazy. There's no drugs out there. I didn't see any chocolate, no. But I mean, Burning Man's so fucking big. Like, it's impossible to run into everything. Surrounded by Costco oversized teddy bears. Exactly. Speaking of flights, on my flight home, the person I was sitting next to was reading the same book as you. Oh, that's very creepy. Did you talk about it? Right, Weavers. It's like I watched a really cool like cinematic video someone took of Burning Man where it's just like really pretty slow motion cinematic shots of the playa and shit like that. And half of the shots, and it was from this year, half of those shots I didn't recognize anything in them. And I was like, man, I was out every day. Like, rain didn't fucking stop me, but there's just so much. It's impossible to see everything. I'm 6'8" with this on my shoulders. Let's fucking go! This can be very intimidating in some of her outfits, to be honest. I do have some violence in me, but living beings aren't really at any risk. Hard same. Like, I got a lot of passion in me for shooter games, but a little bit, yeah, I was much farther ahead than she's. Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Wait, okay, here it is. The night before I'd finished working at 2 a.m., was driving home, came across a 5-car pileup. Oh, you had to stop. I was the first person on the scene, off duty, but in uniform, had to call it in, start treating patients around these smashed up cars. Stood in a massive pool of car oil. There were still traces of oil on on your work boots. The next day when leaving for work, I slipped on the metal edge guard of a step. Oh my God. How are you feeling? That's scary. That's a fast fall. I'm so happy you're okay. Dude, Ravis, what's up? I remember you, bro. Dude, I mean, I might have saw them. There is a chance I saw them, but no one, they weren't giving out chocolate at the time, so I didn't see that part. But me loving chocolate, I would have been all the fuck over it. Karma? I don't know, man. Uh That's some fucked up karma, Saf. That's some fucked up karma. Literally, like, you're not supposed to do the stunts until you're paid. Get paid for the stunt first, then the fall. Know what I'm saying? We need to attack the car oil, right? Oh, shroom chocolate? Dude. I totally would have been down on that. Not that there's drugs out of Burning Man ever, but, you know. You know. No good deed goes unpunished. It's so hard facts, though. It's such hard facts, man. I'm just so happy you're okay. Like, you know more than most how detrimental a fall down fucking, especially hospital stairs, which are like cement. I have violence in my soul, but I restrain it well. I just smoke it away. Wishing us burn bacon, just like crispy bacon. I don't really like a floppy bacon. I don't know. If I have to like rip it with my teeth and it's like all stringy and shit, not my jam. Yeah, we have to go after the person who caused the pile up. Yep. Safi, you work nights sometimes, right? I was thinking about this the other day. I remember coming home on night shift. I swear to fuck, every single day there was always an accident. Always. And you know it's the same people commuting every day. What are they doing? Like, why every day? It wasn't always a pileup, but I swear there'd be at least 1 or 2 accidents on my way to work that made the commute twice as long as it should because everybody's staring at it. But what the fuck is going on? Knock on wood, I've never been in a car accident that involved another person, thank fuck. But, like, are people just falling asleep? Are they consciously checking out? Like, driving is mildly, you know, attention uh intensive, I guess. Fuck yes. Cheers to Safi. We have a couple of these. This is a YouTube one that actually loaded. This is someone sent me this in my DMs right before Discord crashed this morning, and I don't know who sent this to me, but it's a woman singing that Click song I was talking about the other day. If you guys remember, it's I don't remember which tribe or what the language is, but I know Noah, what's his fuck from the Daily Show, where he was on the Daily Show. He can speak it and he can sing some of the song. It's one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard in my entire life. But this is a language that actually is it Afrikaans? Thank you. It's a language that actually incorporates click, like there's a click sound, but it's part of words. Trevor Noah, thank you. And it's just, I don't know. This is The Voice South Africa, and this is someone allegedly singing it. Jesus Christ. Jesus fucking Christ. I hate autoplay so much. All I did was make it. You guys know. They give us a bad name. There are lots of very high functioning, wonderful stoners out there. But even myself, I do not hit my bong and get immediately behind the wheel of my car. Like, I don't know if this is just me being old or like acknowledging reality, but no matter how much weed you smoke and how good you think you are with weed, there is a very small chance that it could slow down your reaction time, and God forbid that's when a kid runs out in front of your car. No weed is worth me killing a kid or a person because it does. Weed makes us kind of dumb. I hate to say it, but it does. Like, why? Why risk it in my book? You do you, boo boo. I'm not here to dictate or anything. I'm not a perfect person. But, like, truly, that's where I stand on it. I just don't, like. Queen, totally. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not here to patronize or, like, preach in any way, shape, or form. That's just that's mine. And I don't need it for pain. So, people like me, I think it would be irresponsible, right? Like, I don't have like, for me, I have anxiety before appointments and stuff, but I can bring my little vape pen, which is somewhere on my desk, this little guy. I can bring this little guy and toast up in the parking lot once I get there. And that's what I do if I'm real anxious about something. Eliza, pre-meeting, cheers, love, gross meetings. We're about to watch someone do a beautiful click song if you're still listening. Jaime would get distracted by a weird sound effect by the radio instantly. And that's, like, I don't know if that would happen, but I know there's a chance. And I just don't want to chance any of that shit. Don't use mind-altering substances and drive, no matter what it is, just adulting, right? It's just like, I understand there are extenuating circumstances. That's what I do. I get high once I'm there and I'm not driving because if I get in a car accident, I do not want the fact that I was high to even be a factor. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even want that to be a thing because it just gives all of us stoners a fucking bad name and I hate that shit. Cheers. Weebers, that's kind of what I do. I don't really wake and bake. We were talking about that earlier today. I've never woked and boked. Waked and baked before, but I kind of think, I don't know why. I think I just don't really think about it. Good morning, Best Belly Love. I love this. All meetings could be an email, but only 2% of the company checks their email. What is happening? Shut up, phone. I gotta learn how to silence that new thing. Get out of here. Out of here. I mean, so we were talking about it, Robo. I asked. No shit. I asked, like, how many hours after you wake up before you get high is it considered wake and bake? And chat was like, about an hour. I don't usually smoke until like 3 to 4 hours after I wake up. So is that wake and baking? I don't know. It's not noon and I'm fairly stoned, so sure. I'll allow either one. To me, it doesn't care. Like, once in a while. I just don't think I don't know if I ever have waked and baked because I'm usually so busy first thing in the morning. I just don't think about it. My bowl is by the bedside, but that's because I smoke before I go to bed. I'll add an exception to the wake and bake. If there's caffeine involved, it is also a wake and bake any time of the day. All right. All right. Then you got me there. I woked and I boked. Am I awake? Am I stoned? I know, right? I got nothing against waking and baking. But, like, when I wake up in the morning, like, my dogs need to go pee immediately. I have to walk them. I go run and then shower and then, get ready for stream and stuff. So I just don't even think about it. I don't even sit down. And then usually, like, the 15 minutes before stream, I'm cleaning my bong out real quick. And then when I sit down and calm, then I smoke. Nothing against it. Like, more power to you. I just don't even I don't have time. I guess I just don't think about it because I don't have time yet. What? Went to Los Angeles for a FurryCon a few years back. 40 miles from the city edge to the hotel. 40 miles took 6 hours. Correct me if I'm wrong, I think LA has some of the worst traffic in the world. if I'm not mistaken. Fuckery? Oh, God. Should I even ask, or should we just put it? Hold on. Or I'm gonna keep it there. I'm gonna let it buffer over there. We'll watch the clip. There's a lot of those shows, right? Didn't it start with the American Idol? The like contest music shit. Ew, they might as well call it Animals, Singers, Children Got Talent. Oh, oh, America's Got Talent. Didn't that used to be like the Star show back in the day? Something Stars, or has it always been the same thing? Am I thinking of a different one? There was an old show, and it's like Selena was on it, and I think Britney Spears might have been on it when she was a little kid. Star Search. Not the same thing? Okay, just kidding. That's the one I was thinking of, though. Good brain. Is it? So it's just like parents putting their kids on there and shit and having them do like stuff? That's with pop stars. Was that the first one where people like actually contended? I've watched a lot of musicians talk about those shows and say they kind of like killed music. I don't know how legit that is, but maybe. White folks who wear Vikingish clothing more uncomfy and possibly racist to me. I've never seen that before. Like on a daily basis, I guess. Was he Michi? I have no idea. The last thing I think you guys shared with me that was from that America's Got Talent, it was like the little girl with the creepy puppet and the ventriloquism shit, which like loved it. She's really talented, but like puppets, man, why? Battle of Network Stars was a show from the 70s. Movie and TV stars competed in mini games, but it wasn't like singing to get, the best singer, right? I was just talking about those. This is an AGT audition. Oh god, is it terrible or is it good? What the fuck? What these people that are just grumpy pieces of shit? The winners of the show get money and then a spot at the Royal Variety Show, which is held for the king. Wow, earlier queen every year. Wow. I mean, that's kind of anxiety inducing. Chapstick or Vaseline. That's got to do something. I've never tried to do that. I didn't even know you could do that. Make a song though. I was just taught that's like a one note whistle. And sometimes I can't get it. That's it. That's all I got. Sick. Boo. Thinking on what to get for delivery? Pho or ramen. I would say pho, but if you don't like pho, ramen, yeah, soup. I swear to you, I got mono when I was in college, and pho made me better. I don't know what it is. If it's all the sriracha I dumped into it or whatever. Hot ass soup always makes me feel better when I'm sick. I don't know why. But if you can't even heat up some fucking chicken noodle, I would get like pho, ramen. What's another like good soup that you can get delivery? Poke bowls are cold, aren't they? They're not very common, I've noticed in some places in the US either. It's Howie, Sofia Vergara, Heidi Klum, and Terry Crews. It doesn't sound too bad. It sounds kind of nice. Like, not like a bunch of fucking assholes. I wish this shit would just load. Ooh, an octopus video loaded. I don't know who. Ready to bring out my leggings. Welcome back, everybody. Okay, a couple of these videos loaded. I want to watch them while they're still here. I won't quit the song, though, but this is the next one. That's the one Knife said is a really... It looks... I have no idea what's going on here. No, stop it. Fuck, I hate autoplay so much. I have no idea what's going on here, but I'm excited to see the dance. That one was fucking hilarious. No, the horror short's the next one I have up, actually. That's the next one that actually loaded. Looks like things on YouTube. I don't know if Twitter, whatever the fuck they're calling it, Twitter is loading. Excuse me, not YouTube. I don't know if YouTube's part of whatever the thing, the cloud thing, the solar flare thing. I don't know. Solar cloud flare, whatever it is. But it looks like YouTube stuff for the most part. Hello, sunshine. Jesus Christ. That's the... Hold on. There it is. Yes. That one loaded. I've had it up enough. It's only 6 minutes, so it should be fine, but... It's the Harry Henry one, right? I don't know if I got a mask guy. Literally, this is what I have right now. So maybe. I have this. So maybe. I also have another tab that has a ton as well. So maybe. That's horrifying. Why the masks? You all haunt me this way. You haunt me. Is it because it's spooky season? You need grind up weed for this. Did I tell you I finished that horror book, the How to Sell a Haunted House? It was a good ending. It was fucking creepy as fuck though. That author is good. Viscerally good. In like a good like I'm glad, but also I called my mom, like you guys know, I fucking talked to my mom for like 5 hours the other day. And I told her about the book. I'm like, Mom, the premise of the book is this girl's parents die and she has to go clean out their house and it's full of fucking dolls. And she's like, "Oh, you girls don't like my dolls." I'm like, Mom, nobody has ever walked into your home and been like, "Oh my God, those porcelain dolls though." No one does that. Aqua teal mint of the hair. This color right. Which one? So no shit. There's a couple. It's like the green and blue faded together. Do you mean this one? Which color? It's two different. One was Manic Panic and one is... What was the blue? Oh, the nails. Oh God, they're all the same color. This is... Thank you. They're not done yet. You know me. I can't fucking sit still long enough to do my nails at one time. I'm gonna make them look like Sally. Like from Nightmare Before Christmas, I'm gonna do little stitches and patches in them and shit. That's my ultimate plan when I sit still long enough. I do know the color. Hold on one second. It might not have a name. It might be just a number, but I can tell you it and then you can mock it up. No shit, Zach calls it Scrubs Green. I was like, does this look like Sally's skin? And he goes, Scrubs Green? I'm like, how fucking dare you? How dare you? He ain't wrong. I know. I have to put stitches in him now. That's why I was like, fuck, I gotta do something to him because it's pretty I mean, it is the color of like surgical scrubs. Okay. It's by Model Ones. It's gel nail polish. It's by Model Ones. Model Ones. Model Ones. And it's number 693. I don't know if that helps you at all. You can probably Google it and find a dupe, though. The finish is a lot. I mean, obviously, it's not as dingy. I do have Scrubs Green. No shit. This one, you can tell the difference. I've done this one because it's more gray. There's more gray in it. And I did that color one time, and I was like, yeah. One search found it. Fuck yeah. Nail polish is so easy to dupe out there. You can find almost, you know that. If you like nail polish, you can find almost any fucking color out there. But it was, I went through a lot. Yep, right? That one, Scrub Green. It's got like the perfect dinge to it where it's like, these have been worn by over 100 people and probably washed over 1,000 times. Yep, those fucking check out. That's too much nail polish. Maybe don't decorate them with splashes of red. Dude, Srolman, that's actually a really good idea if I wanted to do. I did that years ago. I tore up a pair of like scrub green scrubs. I was like a doctor that came out of surgery and was all cut up or some shit like that. But that would have been great for that look, specifically that one. But I was going to do Sally. I actually got some red yarn and I'm going to make like a Sally wig and we're going to do special, you know. Special effects, fun, makeup, whatever. I just know it takes, like, I do have a few nails with splashes of red on them, actually. Did you see those, or? Knives, I don't have fucking red body paint. I want to, but I don't have any red body paint. I'm broke as a joke. And that is, like, how do you do that without doing red body paint? And there's some really cool, good quality body paints out there nowadays. I'm just like, I don't have red. I've never ever had red. I have like green, blue, white, black, all the other like face paints and stuff like that, but I don't have fucking red. Otherwise, I totally would. Dude, if you or anyone else wants to send me red body paint, I'll do Carlac. I am Carlac. I've already got the fucking internal engine shit. Let's go. Fuck yeah. But yeah, I'm trying to use all the makeup I already have. I have tons of red eyeshadow though. I no shit have an entire palette, so I could contour it like nobody's business. Carlac would be so much fun. The cool thing about Carlac is her clothes would be super easy to paint on as body paint. You know what I mean? Like they're like the harness kind of stuff. So I don't need to make a costume. That's my favorite. Don't have a sewing machine. Everything's by hand, but that kind of stuff is easy to do, which is nice. No, dude, if you send me the red body paint, I'm all over it. Carlac's easy. I might even shave half my head or something. I don't know. I need a haircut desperately. This shit's fried. All right. Let's watch these videos before they go away. Here's wait, no, the dance one. Shit, fuck, balls. I fucking hate autoplay so much. This is the one you gave me, Knives, I think. The dance. Body. Do you all go outside? I'm full of terror. I'm just shaking right now. This is so scary. I'm never going to sleep again. That's why they call it no sleep. Oh my God, I just figured it out. Move my cam to the right. Your right or my right? Why? Oh, right of the screen. I thought you meant like this bitch. I was like, what's behind me, you asshole? Nothing. Nothing's behind you, Katie. Shut up. You're fine. Anyways, hold on. We'll fix it, but one sec. This is important. I just saw the fucking funniest shit. Hold on one second. I have to show you it. Fuck. Is Discord still down? Can I message it to myself? I just saw one of the funniest. Oh, let me grab that. Hold on. I got it, file. I just saw one of the funniest things I may have ever seen in my entire life on Instagram. Like funny in maybe a terrible way. I'm not 100%. Hold on one second. Oh, Discord, are you gonna be a douche? Hold on. I'll send it to myself on Twitter or something. Oh God, I'm like a little dead inside from it. It's so good. Hold on one second. Cheers, Lizzie. Hold on. This is important. This is so stupid. Welcome back from break, everyone. I hope you stretched and all that. This is a good palate cleanser from all the horror. Can you just not autoplay? Fuck. Hold on. Can I reload it? Nope. Stop it. Okay. We might have to it's one of those stupid Instagram reels, so like I can't pause it or play it where I want to start it. But Jesus Christ. This is one of the sickest, funniest things I've ever seen in my life. One second. How long is it safe to take aspirin at what dose? I've read different stuff on the internet and wanted to get an informed opinion. I've had a headache for a couple days. So you can, if you are otherwise healthy and you don't have any like bleeding disorders and you're not taking any medication that may or may not be thinning your blood on top of the aspirin, it shouldn't be dangerous to take it for a few weeks. After that, if you've literally got a headache for that long, I would go get it checked out for fucking sure. If you've got a headache for that long though and the aspirin's not doing much, if you know like how your headache, how do I say this? Is it like a tension headache or is it like swelling kind of headache? Because sometimes there are different drugs for different things. In America, unfortunately, we can get everything over the counter, which is great. And one of the things is like if, for instance, if you've got a shit ton of neck tension that's crawling up the back of your head, and that's neck tension headache, boom. So you might want to try if you can get your hands on some Aleve or anything that is an NSAID. So NSAID. It's a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory drug. In any other country, you can't get that shit over the counter because it has to be prescribed. But in our country, you can use it, and it is specifically targets muscles. So the relaxation of muscles versus aspirin is more of a blood thinner, and aspirin more helps with swelling or inflammation. Does that make sense? Welcome to estrogen life. Keep that Aleve on hand, bitch. You gon' want it. Absolutely. Aleve, seriously, Aleve is great. I try to look at that, like, I know in the midst of a headache, it's a stupid question sometimes, like, can you tell if your headache's, like, some swelling, or does your brain feel tighter? Like, is it your shoulders? Like, that's such a arrogant question. But if you can think of it outside of a headache, be like, oh yeah, is it caused by like a muscle tension, or am I doing this or something like that? That can help a lot. Bitch, it's gonna be great. I hope you get it on Christmas Day like me, because that's gonna be the best. David, absolutely. Hold on, let me make a note. Scott Hall, one of the defendants in the Fulton County case, has agreed to a plea deal. No shit. What a little scrotum. Hall will be on probation. Wait, breaking. Fulton County co-defendant Scott Hall is in court now, apparently taking a plea. Hall will be on probation for 5 years and is pleading to misdemeanors only. Probation becomes non-reporting after 2.5 years, assuming he does not violate his probation during those initial 2.5 years. What the fuck? Anybody else's nipples hard? I mean, hopefully, like, you won't have just a bunch of arrogant females in a circle around you telling you how gross it is. So, honestly, like, we can pray for the best, right? Hold on. Did I miss that one, Najio? Did I grab? Hold on. I was trying to grab the links. I think I got them. IMDb for the movie. Thank you for the movie. I can speak. Okay. Note. I'm gonna send you the name of what the drug is actually called. Like, in our country, we have brand names, for different drugs, like Aleve, ibuprofen, et cetera, et cetera. But the actual drug is NSAID, a non-steroidal anti-inflammatory. Boom. I would kill to be surrounded by a circle woman telling me how gross I was. All right, but like, yeah, I get you, bitch. I get you. I get you. Oh my god, I think I've seen Mother Nightshade before. Hold on. Okay, so like massive spiritual curses on anyone's partner who's in a domestic abuse relationship. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Hexes on all them cunts. Hexes on all them cunts. My meds don't touch my depression, anxiety. My job's toxic. I'm quitting without a new job. I just finished an IOP, but I'm worried and I need inpatient. I'm selling my house and moving in with my in-laws until we can find a place. I feel like a burden. I can't provide for my family financially. Any advice for this broken brain? Mad, if you were at the point where I have to organize my words, sorry. Where if you're at the point where your brain is getting in the way of you completing basic daily activities that are like vital to human existence, i.e., your brain's getting in the way of you brushing your teeth, showering, eating, wiping after you shit, working, going to a job. There is no shame in the game of going and checking yourself in for a few weeks and getting some fucking mental rehab. It's not a fun time. It's a terrible time. And chances are your roommate, yeah, you'll have a roommate or four. They probably skinned their childhood pet cat, and wore it as a hat for 7 years or some shit like that. However, never, ever, ever feel shame if you possibly can take care of yourself. Never feel shame in taking pride in having like an even keel of a mental state. Ever. And in my experience, and from what other people have informed me of their personal experience, like we tend to, as a society, especially in America, we have like that, I can do it, I can get better, this is just a downslide, it'll get better, it'll get better. But it just goes down further and further. And like, you don't deserve to hit rock bottom, honeybee, and your life's literally just taken off. Queen Freak, my experience and my friend Eliza's experience was pretty bad, but I think we had very unique experiences. I just like to line people up to like, it's not like any movie I've ever seen, I guess. And movies either make it like a torture chamber or fucking the Ritz. And it's somewhere, I mean, it's a hospital, right? But I definitely had a roommate who liked to kill cats. That was a terrible time for me. I did not sleep at nighttime. But I take zero shame in checking myself in a few times because it saved my life. And you're loved. And I mean, dude, Mad, I don't know if you like stand-up you like stand-up comedy. If you haven't watched Taylor Tomlinson, I believe that's her full name. Correct me if I'm wrong. She's this tiny little blonde chick, and she does one of the best stand-ups I've ever seen. And she talks. Have you seen her newest stand-up? When she talks about the floaties, she's like, she's diagnosed with bipolar or something like that. And she talks about her floaties, and she's like, if people around you make fun of you for wearing floaties, fuck those people. They don't care whether or not you live or die. And like, you've heard it, but I think about that a lot in terms of someone making you feel bad for asking for help or going for therapy or taking meds, etc., etc., etc. Like, fuck all that. Or people will, they like to poke at some of us who have ADHD and take Adderall. Like, oh, that's just medically prescribed meth. You're an idiot. Shut up. No, it's not. That's like saying H2O and H3O are almost exactly the same. Shut up. Stop it. Shut up. It makes you feel bad. And it's like, why are you trying to make me feel bad about just wanting to function in the real world like everybody else and feel okay? Why? Especially if I opened up to you about drugs I take. Yes, I love that quote, and I'm so bad at remembering it. If you can't make your own neurotransmitters, store-bought is fine. 100%. And it's important. Like, Mad, you're important. Everybody's brain cracks. You watched mine crack, man. Mine cracked, like, on stream over the course of 6 months before I had to check myself in. Like, everybody's brain, like, it sucks, but some of us, we're just, like, so fucking stubborn. We push ourselves to the point where we split a little and we need a little help. But if you feel like you need to check yourself into a facility or go to therapy super often or any of the above, please, for the love of Satan, do it. You're a pretty cool person. You deserve to feel okay, boo. It sucks saying that from the outside in, because I know it all sounds like bullshit when you're in the midst of it, but like, it's importante for you to know. Cheers, everyone. Happy 420. You know me, though. You've known me you literally, like, I don't bullshit. Shit's real. Oh, it was a partial program? Oh, Donna, I don't even know if I've even heard of those before. A partial program. That's kinda cool, though. So it was, like, in like, you went to school. It was kinda like you stayed there at nighttime or something like that, but you went to school and did all your other activities? That's kinda sick. The one I was in was because I was wanting to unalive, and so they don't let you leave. But it was short term, it's one of those ones where your insurance covers it for, like, 3 weeks, and if you still wanna die after 3 weeks, they're like, "Ah," you know? Oh, so you got to go home afterwards? Dude, that's sick. Dude, for real, it's not easy to ask for help, but thanks to therapy, I'm a lot nicer to myself. 100% same. I wouldn't actively consider myself like self-loathing anymore, and that's pretty big for me, you know? Like, I'm not like, woo, Katie, I'm not on my team yet, but I'm not like burn the house down anymore. And I think that's a lot to do with therapy. And what sucks, Matt, and I know you've heard me talk about this a bajillion times, but like meds are just a tool to help you battle it all or, function with it or whatever. The best way I can explain it is like if you're on an antidepressant, for instance, like an SSRI, a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, which is what most people who are neurospicy are on some form of one or the other. If you're on something like that, how that basically works, how like the mechanics of those work is so in your brain, you've got things that release neurotransmitters, and then you've got little receivers that metabolize those neurotransmitters. So we don't get things like serotonin syndrome because, you do something that feels good, your body releases serotonin, your brain bathes in it. But if it bathes in it too long and forever, we can have problems. So you've got these things that metabolize that serotonin. So what happens in people who benefit from an SSRI, a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor, is that selective serotonin reuptake inhibitor. Most of them, if not all, I'm pretty sure every single one of them, they take up to 8 weeks for you to feel the full effects of the dosage you've been prescribed. So if you've been prescribed 10 milligrams of Lexapro a day, it's going to take up to 6 to 8 weeks for you to actually feel that 10 milligrams a day because it has to slowly build up in your brain. And things like alcohol and other drugs can actually completely eliminate everything you've built up and you start from ground zero. One drink in, it really sucks. A lot of doctors don't talk about this, but essentially what that drug does is it blocks those metabolizers. So you do something that makes you feel good, jerk off, eat a burger, whatever, your shit releases serotonin, and there's not as many metabolizers open and available to take in serotonin and metabolize it. So we get to bathe in it a little bit longer because we don't release as much as everybody else. So we benefit from that, if that makes sense. Unfortunately, what a lot like in my experience, if the drugs are not paired with a therapist who knows what you're on and talks about them with you, what happens is there's like a break in communication where we take antidepressants, et cetera, and we think we're just gonna feel better. But the caveat is you still have to go out and do activities that would have previously released serotonin or happy neurotransmitters to make you feel nice. You can't just like lay there and take antidepressants and assume you're gonna feel good. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people that start on antidepressants will, for instance, gain weight because eating releases serotonin and dopamine and happy chemicals, and it's a real easy fix, and we can get it real quick, and you can get somewhat like habit addicted to it because you're like, it's easy. I know serotonin releases from that, but like you could also jerk off or go for a walk or whatever. But that's something that's not like ever really communicated. But that's how it works. And it sucks that there's a shit ton of us who just like a lot of people who require some sort of antidepressant before they're on drugs and before they're in therapy and shit. We are often described as risk takers or extremists or extreme people or eclectic or whatever because like for us to get the same feeling of joy, I have to go a little bit further, a little bit harder, a little bit more because if we just did the exact same activity, you're going to feel better than I could ever get there because my body just does not create the same amount of serotonin. It's wild. It's just weird brains. And it's just the way you function. You get something literally called serotonin syndrome. I'm not an expert on it. Hold on, let me crack open my shit. Serotonin syndrome can occur when you increase the dose of certain medications or start taking blah. No shit. That's not the. I wanted the medical. There we go. Journals. So it looks like it's mainly associated with drugs that actually cause you to create more serotonin as opposed to blocking the metabolizers. Metabolizers. That's a hard word for me. I'm sorry. I found jerking off is a great depression cure. I don't get it chronically, thank God, but there have been some very dark afternoons, and one wink is like hitting the reset button. Dude, hard same. Isn't that weird? Such a simple fix. Crazy. Also, meds don't work for everyone. Yes, but if they do work for you, take them. There's absolutely nothing wrong with getting something synthetically that your body wasn't that your body was supposed to give you to begin with. 100%. And like, I know I'm not someone anyone's gonna listen to, but if you ever do listen to me, do not fuck with your meds without talking to your doctor. Unless your doctor is giving you meds that are hurting you and they refuse to take you off or something, etc. Like, don't fuck with your meds. Talk to your doctor. They cannot force you to take anything. They can highly try to convince you, but they can never force you to take anything. But just don't fuck with that shit, because holy shit. The deep dive ain't worth it. If you're a certain type of bipolar, SSRI may not be for you. Rare, less than 8 in 1,000? Damn. I haven't met that bipolar yet. Most people I know that have bipolar usually take kind of a cocktail. We all kind of have a separate cocktail depending on if you're the hyperactive or the depressive. Most of the time, however you would say that. And second opinions, yeah, get a second opinion, then fuck with the meds. Exactly. Yep. If they're hurting you, like, go to another doctor, but man, meds can really fuck. If you don't like your doctor, you don't feel comfortable, you don't feel like they're helping, you're allowed to find a new doctor always. That's such, like, be your own advocate, right? Like, at the end of the day, a doctor is your employee. You are paying them for a service. And if that service is displeasing you, get another one. And always, if you like, I want to say if you feel comfortable, but like, even if mostly if you're uncomfortable, that's when you really need to be the advocate for yourself. But man, always be your own advocate. And when you feel your lines are pushed, like doctors, nurses, respiratory therapists, ENTs, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, we are just highly educated individuals making highly educated guesses. That's it. Just other humans. Nothing. You guys see how fucking idiotic I am on a daily basis, but I worked at some of the top hospitals in the world. Like, we're just human beings. And if we are fucking up in your eyes, like, tell us off. You are always within your bounds to do that, and I encourage it because I see a lot of people that just kind of sit back and let themselves be poked and prodded, and they go home and like I've told you guys that when I worked at the pulmonary clinic, one of the most heartbreaking instances that would happen, and it happened pretty regularly, was a patient would come in for a PFT, a pulmonary function test, and they would walk in with what looked like a KFC bucket, but it was just mounding, overflowing with pill bottles, all the little orange bottles with the cap. And they'd look at me and be like, they told me to bring in a list of my meds, but I don't know what any of these do. I just take one here at this time. I take this one at this one at this time. I take a handful of this time. But it's just like, I'm like, oh, did no one tell you? And they're like, no. And they seemed like they were busy. So I just felt uncomfortable asking. And I'm like, that breaks my heart. You should never feel uncomfortable asking, especially when it comes to medicine and pills and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Prozac, buspirone, Zyprexa, and hydroxyzine. It just feels like a lot. I mean, are they all from different doctors or are they all from the same doc? If they're all from the same doc, I mean, if you don't feel comfortable approaching your doctor about all the pills you're on and feeling like it's too many, maybe it's time for another doc or like a second opinion. Like, bring that to another doctor who specializes in the same stuff and be like, what is this cocktail to you? Because it feels like too much to me. Because here's the thing, like, how do I word this? Your mental state, like how you in general feel, is just as important as what the drugs are doing for you and how you feel more in the trees for the forest, I guess is what I'm saying. So, for instance, like we used to have some patients that would ask a lot of questions in the ICU. And yeah, I'm in a hurry and I got a lot to do. But that never means I would ever tell that. I would never say that to a patient. I would call another RT to come help me and I would sit down and I would talk to this patient. And they would say, I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to get in your way. Like, go do what you need to do. If my phone was going off, I'd be like, no, because this is, I'm trying to think of the word for it. This is part of your like general well being. If it makes you more comfortable and it makes you feel more at ease to have more information, then that's what the fuck I'm here for. Because being at ease and not being stressed and anxious is going to help the healing process. But like if you're taking drugs to help your mental state, but you're anxious about those drugs, and like God forbid all they do is try to throw another drug at you for anxiety, you know what I'm saying? You're the fracking best. Shut up. Dude, take this as great for finding good mental health resources. And seriously, there's nothing wrong with bringing your med list to another psychiatrist or whatever and being like, "What do you think of this list?" Because it just feels like a lot to me. My current doc that I've been seeing for X amount of years is really insistent on it, and like it just why? Why am I on all these drugs? What's this cocktail? What's this doing? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. You never, as a human being, you never ever ever have to just sit back and take medicine. No one can force you to take medicine until you're deemed mentally unsound. Your golden retriever in the room can deem what the fuck we do. Like at that point, I don't know what to tell you. Like hopefully you're not going on upstairs. You know what I'm saying? Um yeah, it's mm. Thank you for pinning that, Viata. Honestly, I wanted to write it down. If you can't buy your own neurotransmitters, store bought is fine. And I encourage you to talk to someone about that shit. Like it to this day, the hardest part of seeing my therapist is just calling to schedule the fucking appointment. I always have a fucking breakdown anxiety attack. Like I'm gonna like I sit there for the hours before the appointment trying to think of excuses how to get out of an appointment or how to get out of calling when I could just like enjoy my day and just get the call over with. It is 15 minutes of, talking to the front lady and scheduling an appointment. And it's crazy how difficult that still is to this day. And I talk about my therapist with it, and it's just a thing. And it's like every time I do it, it gets a little bit easier, but it's not something I'll ever feel. It's just one day it won't make my hands sweat. I love it. It's so good. I always say it, but in different ways. Like I never think of that's such a nice, elegant way of saying it. That if you can't make your own fucking neurotransmitters, store bought is fine. And there's no shame in that. Because everybody deserves to feel okay. NPR released a Tiny Desk with Sam Smith. Shut the fuck up. What time is it? Stream is over in 25 minutes. Hold on. How long? How will it load? Oh. I hate the internet. What up, Picaro? I hope you're doing well. It's like my brain's too broken to get it fixed, and that sucks. Dude, Zyblex, I don't, like, not to, like, bring you down, but I don't think we ever get fixed. I joined at the right time. I just got fucked over by 2 months on getting my brain fixed because I misunderstood an appointment. I don't think we ever get fixed. I think we just come to accept the break. Is that so stupid to say, though? Like, we kinda learn to weld it in or some shit? Dude, it bugs me. I just can't sit still long enough to do my nails at one time. I'm fixing them. Don't worry. Yeah, fixed. Also, like, what would fixed be? Because, like, and not, this is not a real question, but, like, like, this is where my brain goes. Like, where would fixed be? Because who the fuck knows what fixed Katie was if I was broken when I was, like, 5 or some shit? I don't want to be 5 again. You know? Like, who knows what that is to put it back that way? But I've never been that, so, like, exactly. Like, I don't think that exists. Nah, dude. I think it's, like, an unattainable thing. Functional. Yeah, queen. I think it's just like accepting you think different and learning to function with it in the world and try not to get in anyone's way or whatever. Semi-functional. I totally get that. Zyblex. Well, we were literally just talking about I have a sliver in my leg, sorry. We were just talking about how there's no fucking shame in checking yourself into a system, into a not a system, into like a inpatient center or something like that. I myself have done it twice in my life, and I refuse to feel embarrassment or shame over valuing my sanity and not allowing just a chemical imbalance in my brain to eliminate what potential life I have left. Cuz like at this point, at least, I think most of us, like, even in our darkest, craziest points, we're still in there rational. It's just the darkest, crazy shit is more loud, and we follow that because it feels better. But, like, you still have that voice being like, this is crazy, and I know it is. But, like, this one's way more fun, so we do it anyways. And I'm still working on it. I don't think it's ever perfect, but working on listening to the other one. We were talking about this the other day. There's one thing, like, oh, we were talking about because just, I've had a lot of personal, stupid family drama recently. And my instinct is to recoil and isolate myself and curl into a ball under my blankets and turn all the lights out, take a bunch of NyQuil, and just like go to sleep for days. And just like, not talk to anyone and just like sit in a little coma ball of nothingness. But I know for a fact that doesn't make me feel better. I wake up in the 7 days of my NyQuil coma feeling exactly the same as I did going to sleep. I just got to ignore it for 7 days, kind of. And I tell myself, like, I have to like listen to that stupid, quieter, stupid voice that's like, you always feel better about anything shitty going on if you just go turn on stream and hang out. Even on the shittiest, like not the shittiest, but the most boring stream day where we do nothing at all, nothing happens, no one has a video, the internet's down, we just sit here and talk about bullshit. Afterwards, I always feel kind of like refreshed a little. Always. But curling up in a ball for 7 days has quite literally never made me feel refreshed in my fucking life. And I have to tell myself that all the time. And it sucks, but I don't think it ever gets better. Thank you, Trouble. It's a constant struggle, man, right? I think it is for most people. Weld it in. We do love fire, though. I know how to solder. I can weld too, but I know really soldering's easier. I mean, Mad, if you, it sounds, I'm not, if it sounds like I'm making it sound like it's easy, I hope I'm not. I don't mean that. But like, if you can clearly, unbiased, point out a source of pure, unadulterated discomfort in your life, I mean, even just making little moves towards getting the fuck away from that thing can start to improve just your general well-being and how you feel about self. I mean, not fixed, like not 100%, but just making the moves. So like if your job makes you literally not want to be around anymore, if it's possible, and like I said, I know it's not easy and I hope I'm not making it sound like it's easy. It's not easy, but if possible, finding a new job. Like again, can't generalize personal experience, but like I was teetering on some very dark cliffs working as a respiratory therapist. And it was weird. And like writing my, 4 weeks notice or 6 weeks notice or whatever the fuck I gave because I was a nice person. But writing that email and sending it in and shit was so scary. I had to have like a glass of very nice, I think it was like Macallan scotch or something like that, like downed that, hit enter, sat there and sobbed for a really long time. And after like 15 minutes of sobbing uncontrollably, the level of like release that I didn't have to see X and X person or be around this very creepy manager that stalked me all the time ever again, or like I had this time limit, like 6 weeks, whatever the fuck it was something in itself. Dude, good for you. I mean, the sobriety fucking sucks, but like that's a move. That's the first move. I think it's the first move most of us have to take, unfortunately. Hold on, let me grab it, Glow. Let me see if it'll load. I was trying to close some of the links I already had, but save them because I didn't want to lose them. You can fucking do it. I know you can. I mean, you've done everything else. You're a hard fucking bitch. Yes, shitty jobs are literally soul sucking because you spend more time at your job than you do everywhere else. And it's like you want to work for life, but if your job is so life sucking, like how do you not let it fully encompass who you are? And you're better than that. My most terrible spiral downwards was due to me hating my job, and I needed a therapist to point that out to me and encourage me to change that 100%. And that's what I'm saying. Like the unbiased opinion, sometimes it can be really easy when we're depressed or sad or angry or like we're falling down that tunnel. I don't know, whatever verbiage you use for it, going off that cliffside of just like, oh, we're in the sad now. It's easy to find a target and just like it's easy to logic in your head how everything in your life going wrong is because of that target. And sometimes it's a really good idea to get a really non-biased opinion in there to say and literally lay it out like that, like, hey, am I just putting all my problems on this, or is this actually causing me stress in my life? Because they have no idea. They're a completely unbiased opinion coming from the outside in. Whereas your brain, like, it's a survival instinct to try to make sense of the world around you, and sometimes it's surviving in a really shitty way. Dude, special, thank you so much for gifting a sub to Mad. Mad use a boat was the highest order. You know what's up. Go forth and be consensual in all the way. And fucking she bangs, thank you so much for 2 months in a row. I appreciate you. Thank you. Work to live, exactly. But you gotta like, you gotta at least tolerate your work, I would say. I don't even know, do you need to like it? At least tolerate it. It can't be making you miserable because it's impossible to forget that. Nobody can go home and completely wipe 8 hours a day, 5 days a week out of their head. That's just impossible. Being sober is a big accomplishment in and of itself. It sucks at times, but you'll be better equipped to deal with all the BS. 100%. Thank you for mentioning that. That's what I was going to say. Like, the sober part sucks, but this is why I do tea breaks, and I think they're really fucking important because, at least for me personally, I wouldn't generalize. Can't generalize personal experience. But even though I know in my heart I'm smoking weed because I like weed and it helps calm me down and take down the sharp edges, every 6 months or so or less, I'll do a nice 3 week to 6 week tea break where I don't smoke pot at all. Usually go on a vacation somewhere or do something like that. And I don't smoke weed at all. And it helps me kind of sit there for a minute and be like, am I smoking because I like weed or am I avoiding something, a feeling, a thing, a thought? Because weed can do that, even to those of us with the highest of tolerances who sit there and dance around with conductor vape thingies in their hands. Like anybody can do it, start doing it on accident. You know what I mean? Like not even consciously, but maybe you start getting a little anxious, so you start smoking a little bit more pot, and you just start going back and forth with that for a bit, and you don't really sit down and recognize what's causing you to be anxious, which might be like a fucking shitty, horrible job where you have to spend the majority of your fucking life. It sucks. And as soon as you figure that out, then you get to go smoke pot and be happy again. Dude, trouble. It's like at least once in a while, right? Everybody has a sin. Nobody's living some clean, perfect life. That's impossible and super unrealistic. Like, everybody needs a sin. I truly believe it. The most perfect trail running vegans drop dead at 40. Like, nobody lives forever. Tomorrow's not guaranteed to eat a cupcake. But it is good to sit in just your clean mental state once in a while and be like, am I trying to avoid a thought or a feeling or like, a lot of people will drink to pass time or because they're bored. And it's like, maybe if you cut out drinking for a week, maybe you pick up a hobby like woodworking or some shit like that and then not even think about drinking afterwards. I don't know. If you like drinking afterwards, fucking have a wine every night. Like, it's not going to kill you. But, like, I think it's, sometimes good to sit in it once in a while, right? Like, the actual you without a thing, I guess. Dude, Mad. I mean, I love you, man. Not to get super gay all over you, but you important. And honest, like Mad, you know this. I think a lot of people here know this, but our community is like comprised of a lot of people who have been in places darker than I can ever even fathom, like actually hit rock bottom and they've come back from it. Like what an amazing resource to pull from when you're hurting on the inside, you know? It's so stupid because if you went to work with a snapped in half femur everyone would look at you like, you fucking idiot. Why are you at work? Go get a cast and rest. But if this femur breaks, no one gives a fuck because they can't see it and the blood's not getting on them. You know? I see you, man. I see your femur. I get it. It's the shit. I'm on a sobriety break because they wanted me clean to do TMS therapy, but guess since that's fucked now, I might as well toast to it. I mean, it's true. Guacamole and pasta? Sounds like you need Cheesecake Factory glut. Special, I mean, I'll have this conversation every day forever. Brains, I mean, I feel trite saying it all the time, but I don't give a fuck how well this runs if this wants to die. And that's just facts. I think a lot of us have been there. No shit. Good to know. Thank you, Viata. Speaking of breakdowns, I cut 7.5 off my hair an hour ago. Oh my god, do you love it though? Dude, you fucking slay with a coif though. Like, bitch. We've been Facebook friends for like ages, and you're one of the few people I actually still keep up with on that hellscape. You have gorgeous facial structure and it works for you. Dude, right, Faded Fox? And that's the majority of our community. And so many people here are so, like, delightfully open about what they've been through. Like, when I was a kid, like, going through, self-harm stuff and therapy and getting expelled from school, my family was very much like, don't tell anyone else in the family. Don't tell anyone. You just don't talk about it anymore. This is not something anyone talks about anymore, and the less we talk about it, the less it exists, and then it goes away. And there's something to be said about someone coming in and someone you've talked to for maybe years in chat or not, and being like, hey, I went through X and X and X and came out of it. Like, this is how I did it. If that helps you in any way, shape, or form, here's my story. And people are just so, I don't know, I'm jealous of how you became so open about that stuff, and you have, like, zero shame is just fucking beautiful to me. I know, I remember when Twitch was blocked at your work, and it made no sense to me, 'cause weren't other things available that were just bullshit, shouldn't have been available? True, C-Town, that's such a weird thing, and I hate how much it correlates, but, like, your diet and how active you are, like, really has a huge kick in how you feel every day. And I'm not just saying, like, you guys, I run every day. I'm a psychopath. That doesn't mean anything. But, like, even when I go on vacation or something and I'm not running, going for a walk sometimes can literally take me from a 2 to a good solid 6.5 in terms of mood scale. And that's a huge jump with no drugs involved. And that's just some fucking air. Give that baby some love. Sniff that baby. Mad. No shit. You're probably already running away, but if you're not, dig your face into that baby's fat, wrinkly, perfect neck and take the biggest, nastiest whiff. Like, suffocate on that back fat. And just bask in the fact that you made a perfect, tiny little human with perfect little rolls. And to that little human, you are God, and you are perfect, and you are flawless. And the only time that little human will ever know you have a flaw is when you tell them you have a flaw. To that little human, you're a motherfucking Snickers bar, bitch. That's saying a lot. Give that little baby love. I know he's still got chubby little wrinkles. You bet he best. You snort those little skins. Babies are perfect all the time. Oh, dude, Guild, I love that. My family would always say, keep it to yourself. No one needs to know what's going on in your life and for your family. Yep. Same. Man, hard same. Which made me judgmental of other people for a long period of my life. If other people were open about their life, I was like, oh my God, put it on the streets, bitch. Like, we're friends. People are allowed to be open, but my brain was so broken. 3 feet tall. That's fucking crazy, though. Your kid's gotten too big. Just going into nature for like 4 hours, getting completely lost. Right? I don't know what that is. It's so true, though. Like, I really do think getting fresh air, getting outside. I find myself in the wintertime, I start to get really sad and like that weird seasonal affected depression thing because, there's not enough light and it's fucking freezing cold outside. But I'll force myself to put on like 20 layers and my big old boots and stuff and go for a walk and just get fresh air. Something about it. It doesn't fix anything. It doesn't make anything perfect. Like nothing's ever going to be fixed or perfect. But if I can go from a 2 to a 6.5, I mean, that's fuck. I'll take that. I'll take that any day. I take vitamin D all year round now. Yeah, I don't want to fuck around with that shit. Doldrums are a bitch. They truly are. And I think they're real. There's something about getting vitamin D from the sun. Nature, I mean, nature therapy is a thing. My therapist has told me there's tons of studies you can read about it, I guess. And I still think it sounds woo woo, but I've felt it be real. Like, I felt it. I don't know what it is. I think, like, if we as people still, like, lived more incorporated into nature, I don't think it would be a thing. But we've separated ourselves so hard from nature that we just, like, truly feel different in it now. If that makes sense. I go out anyways. I was up to the top of the mountain in the middle of winter with negative tents and had a good time. See, I just, like, feel like I'm gonna die. I truly, 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 truly would slaughter a herd of the world's cutest lambs ever to have the ability to ignore cold. I have to have 70 layers on and maybe a sleeping bag over my face. I don't even know. I just feel like I'm dying. I can't, I wish I didn't. I would, I got no body fat on anything but my legs, man. Everything else on me is like, oh, it's time to fail. And then she's gone. She's fucking gone. My dogs are licking my legs right now, and it's so fucking gross. They have the wettest feet. All right, I'm going to save these links, my dudes. It's about the end of my day, and the whole internet's being a fail, and I still can't get Discord to open, so I don't know if we'll be able to continue fucking do Acroma once again. But at least it's not just me. Trouble! I looked at coats again. They're so expensive. I just can't do it. I can't do it. I'm excited for it to be cooler, but the negatives, I just don't do well in the negatives. Like, it's so cold. Ugh. Like, I'm chilly right now. Like, I have goosebumps and I'm kind of shivering a little bit. Let's see what the temperature is outside, shall we? Is it embarrassing? Probably. It's 79 degrees. I'm just gonna go now. I'm just gonna leave. Just gonna go. Because I'm a corpse. I'm dying. Apparently. Dude, it's about the end of my day and the internet's failing me, so. Well, I love you regardless. Oh, Jay, my love. We've been interweb friends for like, that's what I'm saying, like literally 8 years. Someday. I mean, you know what's crazy, Jay? Every time I've met someone from the interwebs IRL, like, as soon as I'm actually like, oh, that face to that name, some people just run up to me and go, and I'm like, who the fuck are you, stranger? Pow, pow. And then I run away screeching. But as soon as I figure out who they are, 100% of the time, the person has always been exactly who I imagined from the internet, not in terms of looks, but just how that human being feels. It's so bizarre to explain. But, like, I remember, I think Rhiannon, I'm a redhead, Rhiannon, our girl. I think she's the first person I ever met from the interwebs. And when we met in real life, it was like I was so anxious up until the moment we hugged each other. And then I was like, oh, you're the person I've been playing games with for the past 3 years. Like Mario Kart and shit like that. And just sitting bullshitting before Discord when we use like TeamSpeak and stuff like that. Like, it just was instantaneous. There's something about having these, like, crazy kind of, like, intimate, for lack of a better word, like, internet relationships where we all share for hours a day, almost every day. There's something about that where the translation into the IRL or whatever, when you're actually in person, there's no, like, hump to get over. There's no awkwardness at all. At least I've never felt awkwardness ever. It's just, like, immediately when the conversation starts, I'm like, oh, fuck. That's who you are. Like, you guys are really good at just talking how you actually are, though. And I think that has to do with, like, us always kind of encouraging honesty, so it weeds out the assholes. Oh, dude, she bangs. I did a bunch of gardening and fucked them up bad. So I had to redo them. And last night I just lost. This is actually a base coat. There's not even a top coat on it. It's the epitome of lazy. I just couldn't sit still long enough to do them. But my plan is to make them look like Sally from Nightmare Before Christmas, minus the two blood splattered ones. So I'm gonna do like little patches or stitches or something. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. The color's not bad. It's kind of stark against my skin. My weird jaundicey skin. It almost looks glow in the dark or something like neon. It is cool. I wish I knew a name for it. Sally had black nails. She had black nails, which is super basic. So I was gonna make not like I wasn't doing them like Sally's nails. I was gonna make them look like her dress and stuff. Like as if I like Buffalo Billed Sally and like made some nail stickies. You know what I'm saying? Kind of what I was going for. People have boring nails in movies and stuff because they don't want to take away from anything. I've looked. Yeah, it's gel. Yep. I use a little UV lamp. I just didn't top coat it yet because I didn't know what I wanted to do with it. Fucked up nails from doing actual work. Comp is hot. Competent's sexy. Thank you. I'm neurotic and I cannot stand dirt under my fingernails, so I have to clean them. I don't know. I'm gonna go restart my computer and see. I forced closed Discord way earlier today, so I'm gonna restart my computer and try to see if I can get Discord to work. I don't know. It depends on if Discord decides to work or if it fucking loads on YouTube either. I don't know. Special thank you for gifting a sub to Tear. Tear, you know what's up. Use a vote was the highest order, baby. Go forth and be consensual in all the ways. Because nothing in this world is sexy. I'm pure sober consent, and I fucking appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, like the fall colors. Discord was fucked this morning. Should be fixed. Okay. I'm gonna restart my shit and hopefully it truly is, because I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm fucking tired of dealing with it. Cloudflare did it bad, but it was just this morning, I think, because I got it to work on my phone too. Way earlier, my voice is dying swiftly. Yes, it is gel. Sorry, I was trying to catch up. I agree with you though. Competence. I mean, where my sexy, I guess if you call that competence, would show would be all the torn off calluses at the base of all my fingers. Yeah, my hands look disgusting. Fucking from like, working out, but also from doing yard work. Every spot below every finger is like a hole in my hand where I like tear the calluses off. Fucking gross. I would give the saddest, roughest hand job of my life right now. Anybody like texture? Disgusting. Disgusting. They're originally from lifting. Some of the ones that are still on there are from lifting. But then when I go outside and use like my gardening shit, like digging holes and stuff, they rip off. And I just don't want that flappy ass skin, so I just like, rip that shit off. Isn't she lovely? I'll join a nunnery one day, it'll happen. It could add to the experience, it could cut. They're pretty sharp, like, it doesn't feel nice. I don't touch my own, like, soft skin at all with the palms of my hands, because they're just not a nice feeling. It's a hand job with grit, right? It would be, like, the medium grit. Like, not the super fine grit, maybe not the purple grit. What's, like, green? Is the green the color of, like, a nice, like... You got any uneven texture on your cock? Find a callus! Jesus. You know what? Just gonna go. I'm gonna try to go. Fix something. Sexfoliation. I'm gonna go maybe put some lotion on my hands. And I'm gonna try to get Discord to work. I think it's gonna work. Everybody's saying it's gonna work. We shall see. Um, take your joy, moisturize. Nobody likes a sad, rough hand job. Jesus Christ, they're so rough. That actually gave me a little bit of pain. I don't want to talk about it. In about an hour, watch I'm gonna have to look at what episode of Duakrama we're on because I have no idea. But maybe, maybe not. I don't fucking know. See you there. In the meantime, be nice to the other Katie. You know the one.